throughout.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. He's drawn up for him. Goff has it knocked out. And the Eagles have it. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fight.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. This one's caught. Smith has it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running left. This is Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
Ryan Branch on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Shell.
They start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go, play action with Goff. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Value 3.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Looking quickly here.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down.
Goff on 1st and 10. That's Laporta again. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. One quarter away so far. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. In the red zone now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. Dan Campbell gets the offense the call. They're making a bid for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Line up the design keeper. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7.
Eagles 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Come on. Check the Eagle.
Here's a design run. Barkley at 1st down and more. Down the sideline inside the 40. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go. Black 20. Done.
Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. He's got him. It's caught. Hits the 20. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. Off leading the offense back to the line. They're going for 2.
Hey, Shell.
The Lions will set up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the 2. And he gets into the end zone to the choice to pass on a tie. A good one. That gives him a 1-point lead.
Eagles 15.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Shipley now to return. Things going well so far. Pass midfield, and he's got space. And a huge effort sets up his offense at a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
This is one of those times, Kate, where special teams have a chance to be special. Right? The opponent goes down and scores a touchdown, and you just know you've got to respond and quell some of the momentum in the building. Return like that, it's off to a great start.
Rob Flair, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback run here. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Trimmer. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts now on fourth. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
14 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Barkley will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Now the Lions calling the timeout. They're first. Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the pistol, Hurts. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big play is down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, you look like you'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. 40. At the 20. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
2 for 1.
Goff off the play action. This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Value 3. Like 20. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
Shotgun snap here to go. He's looking deep once again. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Eagles put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36.
We've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Gotta be lying.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
Loss of a yard.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throw Going all the way to the end zone here. And the defender coming away with it. Brian Branch has it.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
He's trying to go deep again. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So second down coming up. They'll try again for the 20 after the incompletion. He's back to throw. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Third down run by Gibbs. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He has stopped shy of the 15.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Short pass brought in. Tackle made right around the 26. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, a run with Barkley. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, he's tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throw here, third down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions are stopped a little inside the 30. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. There he goes. Right sideline. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I got to believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick, it was a pick 6.
Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
This play's a design run. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
a quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Sailors now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Shot. Obama, white 20. Harbaugh. Ric Flair.
Goff trying again here after the pick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 for 1. 2 for 66.
From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Now Dan Campbell with that clock running down. Yeah, he decides to call timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, it's gone. That's caught. Here comes Jameer Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again, it's Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
2 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Again, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal. They're going to throw again. Goff. Coming near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working quickly here.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
On third and goal, Goff. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. It's a design run for him. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. And not the way to follow up that safety. They send the free kick out of bounds. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw from Goff. Sends this to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have cut it to a 3 to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Shipley now to return. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Handoff headed right. Barkley can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall?
No gain.
No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Hurts the throw. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. They did it. He made the interception. Picked off by D.J. Reed. And the Lions have some new life in the fourth.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
Here's Goff. Flushed out of the pocket. Hits him on the out route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by only 1.
First down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
20. 14. 14.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
3 brings up second and goal.
Here's a design run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have taken the lead late. It's a Jared Goff touchdown.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, Shell. 11. What's that?
Design quarterback run here. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th.
29.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
First down.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. And that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Here he is to throw. Throwing deep here for the end zone. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted.